Did you hear what Devin Gardner said?
I've heard. I listened to some of it.
He thinks Bryce Underwood's regressing.
Yeah, and he said that a lot of it, and we're about to talk about the O-line and some of the other things that need to get shored up. And he specifically mentioned the O-line and the fact that Bryce is getting hit.
Yeah.
And he's losing confidence in the pocket because he's understandably so because his line isn't protecting him.
Yeah. I'm all right. So I'm not sure he's regressing, but I will say the team played better when Sherrone Moore was not on the sideline.
This is true. Michigander says there's a reason why Jimmy didn't take Sherrone.
There's people who think that. There's
people who think
that.
Yeah. And Takane says, by we, not you guys, TJ, the fans defending Moore.
Yeah. I know. I hear you.
So we just started alluding to it, and then we've got Lars coming in a few minutes here. But real quick, we just want to touch on this topic: what specifically must improve? And we're talking season wide here, the rest of the season, and I think it has to start with the offensive line. You know, John Madden famously said that football is won or lost in the trenches. Won or lost in the line play.
Yeah.
And specifically the offensive line, I don't understand if Afobe is better than El Hadi, why isn't Afobe out there? If Blake Frazier may be better than Evan Link, why isn't he out there? Like, I want to see the best and I've said this now, I feel like I'm a broken record on this. I want to just see the best 5 play in the roles that make the most sense for them. And I want to see Grant Newsome on a tarmac and never to coach the O-line again. Sherrone Moore, time for you to take the reins. Castillo can help you out. Something's got to change. What do you think about the O-line?
Yeah, I mean, look, obviously the O-line needs to improve. It needs to play better. They should have their best 5 out there. Look, what sucks is El Hadi came back this weekend and played absolutely terrible. I can pull the grades up here in a moment. Like if we could look at this real quick, I'll pull it up really quick, John. Right here, I got it. Look, Evan Link had an okay game, but Sprague had our best game. Granera had his best game. So Sprague and Granera played well. Crippen played terrible. El Hadi was our worst offensive lineman in the game. And actually, Evan Link had a pretty decent PFF grade. But at the end of the day, bro, this offensive line has to do more, has to protect Bryce, has to give him time to throw, and has to create running lanes. Obviously, that's critical. What else must specifically improve, John? We need our identity, our attitude back. We need to be attacking defensively. We need our run. Our run defense is crap. Where'd that go? That's gone. I'm not even entirely sure that's even fixable at this point. We are not the bully on the field anymore. We need to get back to that. And maybe that's why Sherrone Moore wore his blue collar jacket this week that I know a lot of people in the fan base were very frustrated with because they feel like this is gimmicky. They feel like, but me and John were talking before the show. This is kind of paying homage to the Harbaugh era because this is what Harbaugh would do. This goes back all the way to 2016. And like I mentioned
2015,
earlier,
this started.
When you're winning, these gimmick things are cool. When you're losing, you're going to be questioned. You're going to be challenged. And the fan base is not find it funny, cute, or sweet. To be honest, a lot of people are very frustrated. They're actually more out on Sherrone Moore after that and now, to be honest, the rivals are taking liberties with memes, taking advantage of Sherrone Moore doing that. But at the end of the day, it's on him to shut the rivals up and get a victory this Saturday and moving forward. But what else must improve? We got to be better at tackling. We got to be more fundamentally sound. These are all things that can be cleaned up. We have to be a better team. We look like a very poorly coached team. We look like a team who has talent but does not play together. And what sucks is we are getting worse as the season's progressing. Now, granted, the level of competition is improving, so you could argue it's exposing more flaws. But I would argue the team is just not being coached right, and we're just getting sloppy. So like that's what needs to improve it is the coach, the things that are coachable. Because it's like Wink's got to get this defense tighter. And now, and the offensive line's got to play better. I mean, it's just where we are, man. It's just we are a poor functioning team right now, and we are not operating at a level we should be at. What, week 7? We're now week 7. Yeah, it's just we got to play better, man.
Yeah, I don't like what I'm seeing on the sidelines at times. I don't like what I'm seeing, like Bryce Underwood laughing at when we're down by 17 points or whatever that is. I don't like some of like Sharon more. I want to see him just get after people a little bit more. Like, I just don't think it's that dictatorship mentality. I think, and again, I know people push back on this, but it does kind of seem like on the sidelines and just the general vibe when Sharon is talking to them at the press conferences and everything else, it's like a friend vibe. It's not dictator.
Right. We have a coach who's a friend, not a coach. Right now. That's not good. We need a coach who is going to coach his players and hold them accountable. Maybe we see that transition now that we've took a hard loss, but we'll see, man. I mean, whatever is occurring right now is just not good enough. And the other thing that sucks is there's a lot of issues. So you can't just point to one thing. This is a mixed bag, and that's not good either, because we should be further along in this trajectory in Sharon Moore's year 2. But right now we are in a position where we are questioning the direction of the program, which is wild. It's wild to be at this point right now.
For sure. Yeah, and I mean we could keep going, but I think defense, obviously some of the people not knowing what to do on defense, not knowing where to go. Too many people going to one side, too many just things happening that are head scratchers. Like, why are we getting burned on these screenplays? Why are we getting burnt? Like why not adjust? If we're playing too much zone, play a little bit more man. Why can't we just adjust to, like, why could Lincoln Riley screen us to death like that the entire game? It's one thing if it starts off that way and then you adjust, and then you fix it right later on.
Yep, I agree with you. And this is, again, we're falling, like, again, it's frustrating because it's not a talent issue, it's a coaching issue. That's frustrating because there's it's what it is, though.